Now you see, y'all probably think I don't like Stephanie White just because. Like, first and foremost, I don't respect that Connecticut game that we played in 2024 in the playoffs. I don't think Stephanie White told Dejanay Carrington to poke Clark in the eye, but I definitely believe she told her to rough her up some. I definitely believe that. And Dejanay Carrington went too far with poking her in the eye. I'm pretty sure Stephanie White did not give two fucks about Caitlin Clark when that happened. That's just me, all right? I don't understand still to this day how she wound up in Indiana with her entire coaching staff. How did that happen? Was there ever a conversation about it? Like, what happened? Did she ever explain it? She came over here, did all this talking about how good the Indiana Fever was, the core, did all this talking about how she was watching Clark ever since high school and all this other crap, right? And then she slowly but surely ruined everything with the Indiana Fever. We were a fast-paced team. She came in and slowed it down. We were energized, full of youth. She wanted to bring in older players in. And then the writing was on the wall that she really didn't respect Clark and them anyway. Once Natasha Howard said, Indiana sold me. Once Natasha Howard said, I want to be MVP. There's no reason why somebody should be coming to the Indiana Fever. The beginning in 2025, right after that run they just had last season, there's no way somebody should be coming here saying they want to be MVP. No, you're just seeing Clark was number 4 in MVP. So what are you talking about? That means somebody told you that. Somebody said you would get a whole bunch of passes and you could possibly be MVP. That's what happened. They don't respect Clark. I don't even think they respect AB like that for real, B, because she should have never came here saying she wanted to be MVP. That means it's your team. If you're going to be MVP of the league, you're damn sure going to be MVP of the team. That don't even make sense. So I was always watching that. I've been saying that since last season too, bro. I was already watching that. The whole DeWanna Bonner joint. You know she lies. On one joint she said, I spoke to AB, everything's fine. Less than 48 hours later, she said she ain't speak to her. She don't know what's going on. She's focused on the team. Like, yo, bro, this is ridiculous, bro. We went from a fast-paced team to a slow team. Now we didn't flip the script again. Now we want to be fast again. Now we want the ball out of Clark's hands. Like, why do we want the ball out of Clark's hands when in one season she has the most assists in the season? That's utterly ridiculous. If someone's good in a position, you don't take them from that position. You let them rock. You let them rock. But now we want her playing all ball, even though they're calling fouls now. So whoever's trying to press her 94 feet, they're going to call the foul at this point. The rest aren't letting her do it. So you should be more inclined to put the ball back in her hands now. Let's be all the way real here. Listen to this right here, man. Listen to this. I done heard it all now.
To that point, I've watched a lot of Aaliyah Boston and Unrivaled even coming into this, and she is such a powerhouse that I think, like, I know she's going to be happy to have Caitlin back because that was one of the high targets in the league of that two-man game. So what does that look like now? Even Raven moving Caitlin off the ball, having a two-man game with Aaliyah Boston, like, you have a lot of weapons, and people sometimes don't realize, like, that's when, like, the coaches now, it's your job to mesh that whole thing together and make it work.
Yeah, I think creating space for C and AB to do what they do in the two-man game, you probably aren't going to see it necessarily on the first side of the floor anymore. Everybody's game plan is ready for that.
Everybody's game plan is ready for that. What are you talking about? So they're not going to be running the pick and rolls no more, which is why we're not seeing it. So all of our strengths, us running fast, us having a pick and roll, Clark controlling the team where teams can't stop us without grabbing and groping her, in which now they're calling fouls, so they can't do that. You've taken all of that away. Now I see why you're a defensive coach, why they keep saying that, because you don't know what you're doing on offense. So what if everybody knows they're doing the pick and roll? They can't stop it. Once again, you're fixing something that's not broken. You're overthinking things like some time a cracked out scientist or something. Like what? Karl Malone and Stockton lived and died off of the pick and roll for how long? Everybody knew they was going to do that. They wasn't saying, let Greg Ostertag bring the ball up. And they wasn't doing that. Hornacek, you go in there and you play center. They wasn't doing that. You're thinking way too much. You had a golden goose egg with these 3 members right here, 4 including Lexi. Let's keep it real. She's a big part of this team too. All you had to do was let them rock. You came over here and destroyed everything, and you did it on purpose. And you did it on, I don't give a fuck. Can't nobody be this stupid. Can't nobody be this stupid.
I think playing through AB as a hub and inverting some of those actions. I mean, she showed last.
Well, hold on. Before we start glazing AB, when are you going to be a damn coach since you are such a defensive coach and and you got all these assistants? I don't know if Keith Porter there or not. He got hurt too. Y'all are bad luck. The minute you got here, everybody started dropping like flies. But my thing about it is this: if you love Aaliyah Boston so much, when the fuck you gonna tell her to set a good screen, or you gonna stand in the sidelines with your arms crossed and watch all season? Because she don't know how to set a good screen. Like, how are we gonna watch this all season long? Or you gonna pull it to the side and say, this is how you set a screen? Plant your feet, block the defender. That way Clark is kind of open some. She has the option now to pass it or shoot it. She keeps making these fake ass screens, slipping thirst for a pass. Y'all are not gonna win like this. These other teams have gotten better. The Valkyries are 2-0. The Aces just got smacked by 30 to Phoenix. Then they turn around and they just won. Phoenix just the Mercury just lost. Like, bro, this shit crazy. We play the Sparks next. While you over here figuring things out, you are helping these other teams, bro. Hell, Minnesota don't even got feet, and they damn near just beat Atlanta. Olivia Miles ball is a point guard. Shout out to Courtney Williams, who moved to the side so that Olivia Miles could be in her spot and do her thing. I wish other teammates on our team would think like that. So it's for the betterment of the team. You over here talking about predictable. Oh, teams are going to predict that. You don't think they don't predict? Number one, everyone's watching. It ain't just us watching you. The other teams are watching y'all too. You don't think they see that this team is gearing more towards Kelsey? What's going to happen when they double Kelsey? She's going to be stuck. She already don't know how to pass the ball. Like, the things that are working for you, you need to keep them shits working for you. We seeing you in the huddle, you asking the assistant coach, what do he think Dallas is going to run? Like, as if he's the main coach. What the hell you asking Austin Kelly? But what are you asking him for? You're the coach. Oh, my. And I don't think Clark should be wasting time under her, bro. I just don't. Straight up, bro. This is some bullshit right here.
Year that she can be a point forward, so to speak. I mean, she handled a lot of our ball handling duties with Caitlin off the floor.
Okay, well, Clark is back. She's on the floor, so she don't got to be a point forward. We already a small team, Stephanie White. Clark had the most rebounds versus Dallas, Stephanie White. You don't think that's a problem? What you think, when Mo Billings come back, we're going to be fine now all of a sudden? Oh, my Lord, bro. I see why your record was so bad in Vanderbilt. It makes sense now how everybody was running the fuck away from you. It makes sense now.
We want to play through her. We want those two to be able to play off of one another. But we also got to create space for Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell is an elite guard who can get her shot off at any time, who can get downhill, who can create matchup problems, who can create rotations to allow Aaliyah and Caitlin's job to be.
Okay, because if Kelsey Mitchell, and I'm not saying she's wrong there, she can get downhill. She can create her own shot. She can definitely do her thing out there. If you know all that about Kelsey, why the fuck you keep making all these plays for? I would think you would be making plays for Clark since you think she can't make her own plays. And when anybody with a brain who knows the games knows that's not true. But I mean, you seem to think that. So why do you keep making plays for Kelsey and not Clark? It doesn't make any sense. She came over here. She's fucking people's stats up now. Clark ain't gonna be no damn MVP. She ain't even gonna, like, this is retarded, bro. We can't even trust them to even say if she's hurt or not at this point. Like, you can't make, like, I feel like I'm in a damn Twilight Zone or something. Like, is this a joke? She's going to be figuring things out all season. And once again, y'all, it's y'all fault. Y'all, give her a chance, give her a break. We almost made it to the finals. Bro, we damn near didn't make the playoffs. And I keep telling y'all, the injury saved her. Because when people weren't hurt, you could already see she ain't know what she was doing. Luckily, she wound up getting players that were better than the people who was actually getting hurt in a sense. We had Sydney Colson. Then we got Ari McDonald. Ari was a step up. Then we got Odyssey Sims, who was more of a step up. Like, the diligence is what got them past that first round versus Atlanta, bro. It wasn't her great coaching. It was the players. Like, I'm done with her, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm watching her like a fucking hawk because I know that she contradicts herself all the time. Like, all the time. Now we're not running pick and rolls because the rest of the league knows that's what we want to do. Oh, so they don't know you just want to put the ball in Kelsey hand. They don't know that. You got DeWanna Bonner and Alyssa Thomas over here last season saying they know exactly what you want to do. You never change your size. You never change your style up. You just went against Odyssey Sims. She done played you with a chip on her goddamn shoulder. You don't think she knew what you was going to do? You're doing the same thing you did last season. You're just switching names around. Man, this is disgusting, bro. I'm out, man. One.